In a recent live TV segment, Andrew Tate unleashed a barrage of insults on Jake Paul that left viewers stunned. Tate, known for his unfiltered opinions, didn't hold back as he tore into Paul, describing him as an absolute dick and calling out his antics as a sad spectacle. He accused Jake of transforming into the biggest clown on the internet, using his wealth to gain fame through sheer idiocy. Tate's criticism wasn't just personal. He attacked the very core of what Jake represents in the boxing world. He claimed that Paul is disrespecting the sport itself, a beloved institution for millions, by dragging its reputation through the mud. The situation escalated when Jake decided to involve boxing legend Mike Tyson in his latest circus act, further tarnishing Tyson's legacy in the process. "You disrespected a living legend," Tate declared, emphasizing that Jake's actions are a slap in the face to those who have dedicated their lives to the sport. "I'm not some washed-up UFC fighter," Tate continued. "I would beat the living expletive out of him any day of the week." His confidence was palpable, and it was clear he was ready to back up his words with action. For Tate, this wasn't merely about rivalry. It was about pride in the sport of boxing. "This is an embarrassment to combat sports," he stated, pinpointing Jake's shamelessness as a peak of disrespect. While Tate understands the marketing strategy behind Jake's antics, he made it clear that he sees through the gimmicks. "You're not just a YouTuber. You're a grown man with world-class coaches," he pointed out. "You know how to box. You're not a complete amateur." Tate emphasized that with years of training in combat sports, Jake should be held to a higher standard. The animosity between the two grew as Tate highlighted Jake's questionable fight record, which stands at 6 wins and 1 loss. "This guy walks around like he's reinvented the sport," Tate scoffed, criticizing Jake's approach to boxing as more of a social media stunt than a serious athletic pursuit. "If this were a real sport instead of your social media playground, you wouldn't even make it past tryouts." Tate's challenge to Jake was straightforward. "Put up $3 million, winner takes all. You know my name. I will fight you any day, anytime. Let's go." He made it clear that he would treat a fight with Jake as a serious competition, not just another publicity stunt. The contrast between the two fighters couldn't be more glaring. Tate has spent over a decade honing his skills, while Jake has been busy curating his online persona. The situation became even more absurd when Tate criticized Jake for dragging a 58-year-old Tyson out of retirement for a so-called fight. "Who does that?" he asked incredulously. "Tyson is a legend, not a pawn in your game." Tate argued that this move was not just disrespectful but desperate, revealing Jake's unwillingness to respect the legends of the sport. Tate's disdain for Jake's antics was evident as he called the upcoming Tyson fight a joke. He asserted that if Jake spent half as much time training as he does picking his opponents, he might actually earn some respect. Instead, Tate sees Jake as a clown, someone who shows up to a costume party in a suit and calls himself James Bond, playing dress-up while lacking genuine talent. The public's reaction to Jake's stance has been overwhelmingly negative. Fans and analysts have called out his actions for what they are, a cash grab. Tate's take was clear. If Jake wants to be taken seriously, he needs to stop hiding behind gimmicks and step into the ring with real fighters. As the conversation heated up, it became evident that Tate views Jake not as a worthy opponent but as a marketing ploy. He respects the legacy of fighters like Tyson, understanding the grind and sacrifices that come with being a true athlete. In contrast, Jake's career has been built on cherry-picking opponents who are either past their prime or lack legitimate boxing credentials. For Tate, this isn't just about winning a fight. It's about restoring respect to combat sports. If he and Jake ever meet in the ring, Tate believes it would be a dismantling, not a fight. The media has had a field day with the possibility of this matchup, buzzing with memes and predictions about what would happen if Tate finally faced off against Paul. In conclusion, Andrew Tate's brutal verbal assault on Jake Paul serves as a reminder of the divide between genuine fighters and social media personalities. While Jake continues to chase clout, Tate stands ready to remind the world what real boxing looks like, an art form built on respect, skill, and experience. As fans eagerly await the next chapter in this saga, one thing is clear. The boxing community is hungry for a reality check, and Andrew Tate